What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about ceramic coating for wheels in particular. So as you can see, I have my two Mugen wheels right here off the car. We are installing the coilovers, so this is going to be a separate video after the coilovers are installed. If you watch me for some time, you know that I talk about ceramic coat a lot. I've applied it on multiple things like the car, the wheels, and well, pretty much just those two. We're gonna go back and talk about ceramic coat on the wheels. So I've been using Car Pro C-Quartz for a while, but recently I looked onto Gyeon, I guess that's how you pronounce it. It's Gyeon. I'm gonna put all the information below, but this is their new product, or their latest product, which is ceramic coat for the rims. So this is Gyeon Rim Q2. So it's exactly like the ceramic coat on Car Pro, 30 milliliters. Ceramic coat does have a 50 milliliter, but in this specific application for rims, I think you'll need 30 as long as you use it properly and don't overdo it. As you can see, it's a little bit used because I've already used it on the Mugen wheels. As you can see right here, there are two, the front wheels on the S2000. If you look closely, I'm gonna hold the camera. If you look closely, one of these are coated. Can you guess which one? I'll get a little closer. I do a quick pan from left to right, and can you tell me which one is coated and which one is the original bronze finish? If you pick the one on the left, you're correct. As you can see, the one on the left, it's a lot shimmerier, it's golden, it's bright, a little shinier compared to the matted original Mugen wheels over here. See, this is a textured bronze, very beautiful finish, but it looks a little washed out. This is after the ceramic coat. This is only one coating. It really pops the gold inside of the finish. Also the anodized lip, you can see it just looks fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I apply this on this wheel. You can see there's a lot of complex corners, a lot of complex shape and concave areas that I need to get into, and I'll show you how I do that. We're gonna go ahead and get this started. We're also gonna be ceramic coating the barrels because that's the major part of the wheel that I really want to ceramic coat. This is gonna go on the front of the car, and I know brake dust is gonna collect a lot on the barrel, so to be able to ceramic coat the barrel and protect it and be able to wash it off with water and a little bit of wheel cleaner would save me a lot of headaches. I just want these wheels to be protected from the elements and also to be easily cleaned if need be, you know, on a regular wash schedule. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera on tripod, and we're gonna go ahead and apply the ceramic coat to this one. Alright guys, so here we are. This is what comes inside the packaging. You get a blue buffer, you get a suede pad, and you get the Gyeon rim. I'm gonna go ahead and shake it up just a little bit, apply it all the way through, and to be safe, I'm gonna go ahead and just cap this off. I'm gonna start right here at the edge and go in one direction, and then go back, and then finish at the bottom. Then just overlap it to make sure you get all the areas. I do have a sticker peeling right here, so it's fine. I'm just gonna go over it anyway, just a little bit, and then finish it off like that. Don't have to get too crazy and technical. I figured if you can just go in one direction, the water will beat out the same direction of the streaks once it's cured. Go ahead. There might be some excess on the edges right here, so you can move it around a little bit and use the excess and just coat this little area here. You don't have to do too much of it. I'm just gonna lay a little bit to it, but I'm mainly gonna emphasize in here. So once that's done, you're gonna have to add another layer like that. Quick little line onto the applicator, and then we're gonna go around the rest of the wheel. Hard to pick up on the camera, I think, but it's definitely darkening this finish, and it's making it a lot shinier than the regular matted textured finish. Again, anything excess over, go ahead and just hit these little corners and edges right here if you can, because you mainly want to protect the barrel, at least in my situation. We're gonna go to the next phase, which is getting the inner spokes as well as the hub. You don't have to do the hub, but I want to coat the hub because this is gonna sit on a rotor that's gonna rust over time and things like that, and I want to just put a thin layer of chemical protection on that, as well as in between each of these hub slots. So again, gonna put it on half the applicator now. See, only on half. Now we have to move the bottle out of the way, and we gotta work fast. So I'm gonna start at the edge of the barrel and move in, because this is a weird shape, kinda. And then once I go in from barrel in, I can just run this around and blend all that extra ceramic coat. And then again, we're gonna level it out and just work it in, smooth it out. You don't want any heavy streaks. So once you get to that point, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of overlap that edge with the barrel just to blend it in a little bit better. Okay, because I don't want it to look funny looking. Just blend it in lightly, going over it. So there might be some more left on here. I'm just gonna go ahead and just finish up that hub. So right there off the bat, it already looks a lot shinier. As well as here, we can do that. Again, you don't have to do all this. I just prefer to have it this way. Just make sure everything is coated inside out. More uniform. Definitely looks more uniform. So again, anything excess, you could just put it on the edge right here and finish it up. Once that's done, we're gonna let it sit and not touch it. We're actually gonna turn the wheel around. And then we're gonna start coating the wheel. Okay? So here's my pad. I'm gonna go ahead and just simply turn it around to the other side, and then I'm gonna flip it 90 degrees. So now we have some clean sections on the edges here. And the reason why we need those clean sections is because these wheels are really skinny. So you're not gonna be able to, you're gonna waste a lot of ceramic coat if you drew a line here and just start applying it. It's just gonna be wasteful. So starting off on the edges, on the clean part of the suede, will save you a lot of the chemical from the bottle, and it's going to be a lot easier to work with, just knowing that the chemical is only on the edge of the applicator. So again, just like that, cap off the bottle, and then I'm going to start off at the anodized lip, just because this is what I really want to protect the most, the anodized lip. So there's enough product here to go all the way through, because this lip isn't as big as the barrel would be, where you have to work section by section. I'm just going to go ahead and get to the edge of that rim. Already it looks super shiny and predominant. Now we still have some more ceramic coat on the edge, so I'm just going to go and turn the buffer down in a different angle and try to get in there as much as I can. This time I'm going to use a little bit less, because we're going to have to do this a few times to make sure everything on this wheel is completely covered. So we're going to start by the faces first, just like we did from the back. We're going to work from the outside in, making sure to use every bit of the ceramic coat. Once that's all the way in, we can go ahead and cover the center cap too. Some wheels might not have the center cap, but this one does, and I don't feel like taking it out. So there we go. Now I'm gonna buff out from inside out, just to blend it out a lot better, to reduce any streaking on the matte finish. Okay. And then again, run over this edge just to blend any ceramic coat out. We're going to use the edge of the applicator. I'm gonna put the edge right on my index finger, and I'm gonna fold it around my index finger like that. Okay. And then try to hold it down with my thumb or my middle finger. Now we're going to apply it to the tip of the edge like that, and then we're just gonna have to do everything by hand at this point. So making sure you move fast, getting every single corner and inch and crevice is very crucial for getting full coverage, especially on a matte wheel like this, because you will see streaks if you don't completely cover the rim. So as I was passing this section right here, I noticed there's a lot of excess ceramic coat. So I'm just gonna absorb it with the suede applicator cloth, and then we're just gonna absorb it and go over other areas of the rim that you might have missed. Again, you're gonna have to continually move the product so that you don't have any smearing or shinier areas, because once it cures, it's gonna be really ugly if you have a heavy spot of ceramic coat that you didn't buff out. So I saw a chunk here and I saw a bunch of it stuck between the Mugen boards, so I had to work fast and try to get it out of there. Small words like these on the rims, or any type of crevice, is gonna hold a lot of chemicals, so you want to be able to get that out as soon as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more, not much, just a little bit, because at this point you're gonna have to work it into these little areas here, and you don't want to overdo it. That is completely done. I'm just gonna fold it up and lightly go over any areas that I might think there are some heavy spots or residual, where it might be just stuck there and I didn't get it the first time. This is what you call leveling out. For those of you who don't know the terms, leveling out just means you're buffing clean and evening out the finish before it dries. And this is very crucial for ceramic coat. Wax, you can let it dry and you can buff it out, but in this case you have to buff it out, or you have to level it out, or else it's gonna cure and look really funky, So there we go. So as you can see, it looks fantastic. They're both matching now. They're both shining and just looking brilliant as ever. I really think the ceramic coat really saves these wheels. They look a little bit worn, to be honest, even though they were pretty much brand new, but now they look fantastic. To show you an example, all right, take a little bit of this image into your head. Now look at these. Look how faded these TE37s look. They pretty much have the same finish, just this one is a lot more aged out. These are from 2006, but as you can see, this bronze on here, it's just so matted out, and this looks super brilliant. And to be honest, it doesn't look that bad, you know what I mean? Like, this is a really nice satin matte bronze finished. In the end of the day, it all depends on your preference. Some people like the more matted bronze look. To me, I want it to last. I want it to be functional. I don't want any brake dust to cake on this at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it sit overnight. They do recommend it to be over 24 hours of cure time, unless you're in a really hot and humid area. It might take a little bit less, but in this case I'm gonna let it sit overnight, and then tomorrow after work I'm gonna go home and coat a second coat in the barrels only, because that's the main part of the wheel that I really want to protect. I want the brake dust and the dirt and the grime to just hit it and go out of the car as soon as possible. I just don't want nothing to be caking there, because honestly the barrels are the nastiest part, where the wheel can cake on a lot of brake dust. This is a very great preventative measure in my case to protect these Mugen wheels. These MF10s look fantastic, and I want to make it look like this in years to come. So I will revisit this and we'll test it to see how well it beats off and how well it cleans after 1 month of application. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out my channel for more videos. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're a new time viewer, and also hit the bell if you want to get notifications for new videos. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.